let's talk about different type of transactions. So the first type of transaction, now it's called legacy type. This type, each type have a specific number. The legacy type is have the number 0. I will use wallet, so it will be signed by a local wallet. So let's add some private key. Let's use our pre-filled account. So in Ethereum, a legacy transaction typically refers to the traditional transaction where gas fees are set explicitly by the sender and can fluctuate based on the network demand. This legacy transaction were prevalent on the Ethereum network before the implementation of Ethereum Improvement Proposal AIP 1555. First of all, you can go to the, let me go with you to the documentation, and here we have 3 types of the different transactions, and you can see the key characteristic of legacy transaction include. So what we need to have in the transaction to send this transaction. First, it's gas price, gas limit, it's like as a parameter, and also you can read about some key points like legacy transaction are subject fluctuating gas price based on network condition and settle. Manual fee estimation, so you can use this estimate gas function. Okay, let's try to send this transaction. So we create this transaction, set type, gas price, and as we use a local wallet, it will be signed automatically inside the Web3.js library. So we just run the method Web3 send transaction and pass this TX object. Okay, we have receipt. As you see in the receipt, we also have the type of this transaction, type 0. So this is 0 legacy transaction. Also we have status. 1 means it is successful, and we have gas used, effective gas price, etc. etc. This was the first one. The second one, let's go to the documentation. The second one will be 2930 transaction. So what is it? Ethereum Improved Proposal 2930 is a proposal for a change to Ethereum network that was implemented as a part of the Berlin Hard Fork, which was activated in April and introduces a feature called transaction type and access list. This improvement enhanced the gas efficiency of certain smart contract interactions and provides more flexibility in specifying who can access specific resources with the smart contract. Key features. So the first one, this is access list. So we need to make the access list first and then run the transaction. And what else? Yeah, and basically this is for the contracts. So here we have the example, and as you see, we add the private key to the wallet, make the transaction with type 1, which means EIP 2930, and send it. The gas price you can specify, but it also can be specified inside the Web3.js. This is example how to use it without access list, and here example with access list. So what we need to have. So start the same. Add the account, create smart contract, deploy this contract. We will learn this a little bit later. And then create the access list. this is the separate transaction. So when we create this list, we can send a transaction and receive receipt. But with this access list, we just allows to send transactions only from this address. Let's try to do this. Here's a simple example without any contracts. Send transaction 2930. Okay, we received the error. Let's check this error. It says to us, so we set the gas limit for 21,000 for this transaction, but it wants to spend 2530. So you can set this gas limit. It's like a mechanism which helps you to understand how much gas you can spend for this transaction. So let's increase it right now to 26,000, for example, and run it again. Okay, so this transaction was mined, and as you see, we have the type 1 here and other transaction information. Let's do the same, but with access list. So I set the private key, create the contract, create the access list. Let's clear and run. Okay, so we create the transaction access list with our account address. The transaction have the data. When we send this data, it means we call the method inside the contract. We will use this, we will learn this a little bit later, but now just to understand you, we try to run some method inside the smart contract, and we allow to our wallet with this private key to run this method. So other wallets can't run this method. And as you see, we receive the receipt of the transaction, and also we have type here. This is type 1. And the last one of the type of transaction I want to show you, this is AAP 1559. So this is Ethereum Improvement Proposal, EAP, and this is significant upgrade to the Ethereum network, a network's fee, market and transaction pricing mechanism. It was implemented as a part of Ethereum London hard fork, which occurred in August 2021. So what the key features we have here? So it's a different way. So we have the base fee. This is new concept. Inclusion fee. In addition to the base fee, user can voluntarily include a tip or inclusion fee to the miners to include the transaction in the next block. So to mine faster. And predictable fees. User have a more predictable way to estimate transaction fees and settle. So here's the example to run this transaction. Let's clear and set the private key. So here we add the new transaction object. Just send some Ethereum to another wallet and set type to 2. So we also have here max fee per gas and max priority fee per gas fields. And you can specify these fields manually. But if you just skip it and set the type to 2, the Web3.js library inside will automatically fill these fields. So you do not think about this at all and try to run this transaction. Yep, it works. As you see, we have effective gas price, cumulative gas, transaction hash, and type 2, which means this is EIP 1559. How you can understand, if you want to set this manually, how to send this. So you can use another method for this. So we can set here some parameters like block count, how much we need to calculate, and newest block. So latest 10 blocks, rewards doesn't set, and try to get the fees, and we receive this amount. So what we have all these blocks is 13 base fee per gas. So this is what was for the transaction and gas used ratio. So basically you can use this and calculate your own max fee per gas you want and max priority fee per gas you want. Let's try to do this. Okay, let's start the transaction. And it's mined. Let's go further and work with the contracts.